our lime arrives. It's very exciting. Well, afternoon folks, it's Tuesday 31st of March according to my watch, and stuff's not quite going to plan today. Guys are supposed to be out doing a dangerous tree, but they can't because we've got an electrical fault on the cherry picker. We think one of the micro switches on the legs has either gone down or it could be a relay issue, so hopefully the engineer is going to come out today and sort that out. We've just had our first load of lime delivered. He's going back off now to the quarry, I presume, to get the second lot. We were only going to have 30 tons of lime, but apparently now I'm having 42, so we're just going to put a bit extra on. A bit more expense, but I think the ground will benefit from the extra bit. So right, we'll go and see what the guys are doing, because they're not working on the trees. I've got them doing something else. We decided to give my father's old 695 a bit of employment today while the guys can't go out to work. We got a fair bit of wood in the yard once processing, so hopefully I'm going to wander down here and find them at least 2 meters apart. I reckon that's 1.5 meters. Is that 2 meters separation? I reckon he's breathing within 1.5 meters of you. Which way's the wind going? The wind's going that way, is it? It's blowing it away. Yeah. That stuff stinks, doesn't it? You smell that? I know your sense of smelling brilliant, is it?
You smell it?
Yeah. It's that tulip tree, isn't it? When I was pushing the chip up when you brought that back, I thought that stank. I was thinking, is that going to put my cattle off? Sleeping on that. Be interested to know what it burns like though.
Apparently it's making canoes.
Yeah.
Making canoes?
Yeah,
A tulip tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got told that many times.
Who told you that?
The people that was doing.
Oh, do they?
Like every person who walked past didn't know. They used to make news out of that.
Do they?
Really?
That's Indians, that is.
Yeah.
That's more American wood, not the woods that live at parks.
Right, okay. Well, I don't know, I think our social distance is a bit close.
Coming out smart.
Right. Oh, if the wind's blowing it away from both of you, just no coughing and sneezing. Get me locked up. Right, okay. So, I told him. So, one load of lime in. Apparently we are spreading in, well, hopefully by the end of the week. Bit more news regarding the barn. Apparently my father has spoken to the planners and there is a chance that they may waive the archaeologist bit of the restrictions. I'm waiting for confirmation of that, so I'm waiting for the planners to call me because I want to hear that from the horse's mouth. Our babies are outside. 10 minutes ago they were running up and down in a mob, which is always nice to see. But the three amigos, I'm sure, are just about ready for a bottle. You'll have to wait till after lunch now. You don't look that starved. There's the number two. Where's number one? Number one is with his mum, I think. 1, 2, 3. Where is number one? There he is. Oh, that's right. As long as you're there. Okay. Right. Well, they're getting some sunshine. They're in their happy place. And you don't look that starved just yet. I'll bring you a bottle after lunch. I'm cutting them down to 3 a day while they're outside, so hopefully they're going to nibble some grass. And they do have a bit of creep in the barn too. And the two number twos are getting too fat anyway. So lime, this is what we're going to be spreading. This is just basically crushed lime. The idea is we put this on the ground, and as it's dissolved in, oh, that's not going to be too dusty. As that dissolves in, it will actually bring our pH up a bit. I think we're currently on about 6.5, 6.6. No, is it 6.6? Yeah, I think we're on 6.6. We want to bring it up to 6.5 or something like that. Just bring it a bit nearer to neutral. And then when we put the fertilizer on, bringing the pH back up and the fertilizer will hopefully help the grass uptake the nutrients better. News on the sheep. Those of you who follow my Instagram will have seen her last night. She's got an extra green dot on her head now. She went down with milk fever last night. I fed them at 6 o'clock, came down again at 7 o'clock, and she was down, dribbling and frothing and stuff that they do when they're really poorly. And so it was a case of luckily I got some Calcijet 6 left over. I don't think they make it anymore. So she had initial jab of 50 mils subcutaneous under the skin of Calcijet. Within the hour she was up, but she still wasn't brilliant. So she got another 15 mils just to be on the safe side. I'd rather give her a little bit too much than not enough. And today she's back feeding okay. So, but she's got a green dot on her head now. We'll be keeping an eye on her. So I felt her backbone last night. Although she looks fat, she's actually quite thin. I reckon she's got 3 in there. Time will tell. Okay. Right then. Dinner time. This is going to be a fairly short one today, I think, because we've been bombing around trying to sort out the planning for this barn and work out what we can do, trying to get hold of people. Everybody's working remotely from home, so actually contacting folks is difficult. Still waiting for the Save Gloss councilman to come back to me and confirm whether we can go ahead or not. Managed to delay the building for a week, just to be on the safe side. Oh, you do look very swollen. She ain't far away. So yeah, it's 10 to 1. Time for a bit of dinner, then I'll feed the lambs. You do that, make a lot of noise, don't you? Eh? Yeah, oh, rum, 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 rum. Oh, stop, don't stop. How about the ears? How about a bit in the ears? How about that? Is that nice? Eh? Yes. No, is that right? Is that nice? No? Yeah. The hair flowing out of you. What? You just trying to tell me something? What? You got enough now, have you? Did you want some more? Hey? Is it just me? Or do I seem to spend half my life at this sink? So we're just gone 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, and I'm just preparing to give the lambs their second feed a day. We're down to 3 a day now. They're big enough and strong enough that they can manage on 3. They're out on grass. They've also got in the evenings when they're in creep nuts to get them going as well. So the idea is I'm going to start now weaning them down off of the milk and onto more solid food. Grass is still not brilliant. First load of lime is in the yard, so hopefully we'll be spreading that by the end of the week. And behind that, I hope we will be putting some fertiliser on as well. So I think if we have a dry day all day today, we had a bit of rain this morning. If the rest of the day stays dry and we get a dry night, I'll put the roller on tomorrow. Pigeon meat and some of the ground area is still fairly soft, so I'm only going to put probably 50% water in the drums, so the roller holds water to weigh it down, make it heavier. We don't really have a stone problem, so I don't need it very heavy. And obviously we've slit all the ground. Pointless slitting the ground and opening it up, only to close it all back in again. So yeah, I think the rollers are going to be on about 1.5 ton. I think it's just over 3 ton full. So I think 1.5 ton across 8 foot, because it's only an 8 foot roll, it's not a 10 foot, will be enough. So yes, here we go. We are preparing second feed of the day. I noticed on YouTube, the Red Shepherdess has now opened her YouTube channel, finally. I think a lot of people have been nagging at her to do it for quite a while. So those of you who are interested in well, sheep, for all sorts of sheep farming really, and particularly a young woman doing it, go and find Red Shepherdess on YouTube. She's, I think, a breath of fresh air to the industry. Comes from a tiny background, and quite happy to admit it. Now lives in the country with her family, looking after sheep and other creatures. So yeah, Red Shepherdess, go find her. Still waiting for the cherry picker man. Apparently he's on his way, so hopefully we can get that sorted today and get the guys back out on site tomorrow. They're just busy logging today. Everybody happy in there? How are you? You okay? That telltale line down her back where the wool is parting is you know, is a sign that she's a bit thin because her backbone's sticking up a bit. And I can stay there for 10 minutes. put the toy out for the lambs. You wait. There you go. You can play on that. Right. There's the latte over there. Waiting for the second load of lime. Waiting for the cherry picker man. I'll go wash some bottles up and maybe go and get some more coarse mix for the sheep. Well, the cherry picker's being fixed. Good news. So I've just filled up the feed bin for the sheep with coarse mix, and while I was at it, I've got Mrs. Green dot on the head in, and we're giving her a bit of extra. This is the ewe that went down last night with the colostrum deficiency, twin lamb disease, and like I said, if you look down the line of her back, you can see where the wool's parted. That's just a good indication that her backbone is sticking out. So a little bit extra grub for her, because she's probably carrying more than 2 lambs, or 2 great big ones. Hopefully we can get them out of her all right. Rabbits! Where's rabbits? Rabbits! Where's rabbits? We've worked out where it is now. He sits out round this corner and he dives in under there. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where's that rabbit? Where's the rabbit gone? Where's he gone? He sat under there going to her. Well, there's the latte. 4 bags. Should get 5 bags done today. Pays the wages, doesn't it? Our second load of lime's just turned up. Are you winning? Well, that could be interesting. I'm not sure where he's going.
told me, so
Lovely job.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's
Cheers.
why I got a dry spreading tractor tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, shit spreading somewhere.
Oh, lovely. adding to the ambiance of the countryside. See ya. Tulip tree wood. I wonder what that'll burn like. Find out next year. So I think the general consensus is they'll be quite pleased not to be logging tomorrow. Logging is one of those things we do on odd days, short days or whatever else, or to fill a day up. But yeah, looking forward to getting that lot spread within the next 2 days apparently. Bedtime for sheeps. They know where they're going. Come on, you lot. Come on. Come on up. Don't walk in front of me. Come up. Come on up. Stop walking in front of me. Always you lot, innit? Out of the way. Mind your toes. Mind your toes. Mind your toes. Thank you. That's MEWP. That's a sheep's happy sound. That's the yum yum noise. You lot can get yours in a minute. I haven't made it yet. You've had yours. No more for you. Right, penny left in there. What's that there? That looks like. Yeah. I thought it was a rat turd. That's either a very small rat turd or a big wood mouse. Okay. I don't like putting bait down, although I've got the qualifications and I know how to do it. I just don't like it at home. So I like to look after our birds of prey. I know we've got a few adders about as well, cut the grass snakes, stuff like that, and I don't want to secondary poison anything, so no poison yet. All right, ladies, I'll shut that gate. That's it. Well, apart from feeding the lambs, which you've seen enough times already today, that's kind of me done. It is almost 7 o'clock soon. I'll just put that up when I've seen it done. That's that. All the rubbish is blown to the middle. I like to keep the sides of the trailers free so water can get out. Like I said to Matthew, there was no point in washing every last bit out the middle because I'm probably going to fill it up again in a couple of days. So there's no point getting too precious. Right then, I'll make some milk up.